Hey guys, it's Dania and Laura, your favorite primas, and this is the Prima Podcast where we hang out, catch up, and talk shit. Did I say it right?
Yeah. You ready? So our studio is going through a little renovation process. So this is as good as it got today, but I'm kind of liking the vibe.
I know, me too. At least we're showing up because neither one of us wanted to show up today. For
We
real.
were tired. I could literally go to sleep. Gustavo literally told me, you better not fall asleep on the drive over there. Because I'm so tired.
How would that even happen? You're just like, here's fun.
That's a real risk for him because he could actually fall asleep like while working because he drives so much.
Well, he can, but you from your house, it's like a 10-minute drive. Dude.
7.5 minutes to be exact.
Oh my God.
Clocked it.
You live so close. I guess
know.
I do too.
Yeah, you do too.
But I feel like I drive around all of Westlaco.
Yeah, because you went...
I was like,
Okay. I sent Dania on one errand today for the podcast.
huge mistake.
Biggest mistake of our podcast career. I told her to go get an SD card. She went to Dollar Tree.
Okay, I feel like
Did you think SD cards are $1?
No.
So
Well, I don't know what the difference is. Like, why is how am I supposed to know that Dollar Tree like only has dollar stuff? And first of all, I was like, where the fuck am I gonna get an SD card? Like, what section of this store is an SD card in?
Dollar
You know what I
General,
mean?
everything is generally $1, but there's stuff for other price points.
How the fuck am I supposed to know the story behind why Dollar
I don't know.
General?
That's how like I.
Everything in Dollar General is generally $1.
But there's
Well,
other
here.
price points. Okay, you can get a full.
Generally $1, and everything at Dollar Tree
Is $1, but not any.
Yeah,
know what?
exactly.
I'm not gonna get
It's
into
not.
it.
It's not. And the girl I asked at the front,
God, she
and
was
she laughed at me. She was
did.
like, she's like SD. She's like, I've never seen those in the store. I was like, I'm just gonna go now. And like, my lover's on the phone, and he's like, what the fuck? Did you just ask for an SD card at Dollar Tree? I'm like, yeah.
You didn't ask him. You didn't tell him where you were going.
No, we were just on the phone because
He
we're
would have.
codependent.
He would.
He couldn't do anything without being on the phone, so he had no idea.
Okay. Well, point is, I got the SD card from Dollar General. Dania got the drinks, and we're here now. Only an hour and 40 minutes late because we were supposed to start at 6, and it's currently 7:40. So
It was 6:30, don't lie.
Oh yeah,
We said
6:30. Okay, so only an hour and 10 minutes.
And Laura had diarrhea. Don't lie.
For
Tell
what?
them the
Dude,
truth.
I am like, can y'all even see me from how skinny I am?
So skinny.
So
skinny.
tiny.
Don't
tiny.
lie. Don't blame it all on me being at fucking Dollar Tree.
It was mostly Dania's fault.
It was. Then I took 20 minutes at Jesus.
I know, I kept tracking you and I'm like, what the hell is she still doing there?
No, but honest, I love Jesus. Like, I'm not talking shit because I love them so much, but they just took a while.
They
But
are.
here we are on the
Yeah,
floor.
ready to
Super
talk some shit.
You know what it feels like? It feels like the room in Saw. That's why I felt weird when I walked in here. You know what I
okay.
mean?
This is just basically an empty white room. Just this singular wall is pink. Everything else is white, including the floor. So it is a little scary, but it's fine. It'll be cute next week.
Oh, quick story that I wanted to tell you because our last episode. Actually, I don't know if it was the last one or the one before, but the people pleasing and saying no and setting boundaries.
Yeah, that was
I
2
wanted
episodes ago.
To report that Lily has no issues setting boundaries. Wait, your thing is flipped again.
No.
No? Okay. No. Okay. Got it. Lily has no issues saying no to me because I had to babysit her on a Friday. It was Friday, and like she was out for spring break, but her parents still had to work. And so she called me to pick her up. And of course I'm like, okay, I'll work from home and like, but you have to like be quiet and like let me work or whatever. So she spent all day with me. And when I picked her up, she was like, can you put on Taylor Swift and like all these songs? She's like, Lover's my favorite song and all this shit. And so my best friend Anissa had invited me to a Taylor Swift birthday party for her 2 baby girls.
Oh, okay.
They're turning 5 and 2, I believe.
You were going to show up like a predator with no kids.
I mean, like, it didn't even cross my mind for me to take a kid. So she lives in Austin, and like they for the weekend came down, or for the week, whatever. And she's like, "Hey, we're gonna be at my mom's. It's Taylor Swift." I was like, "Say less." And I was like planning my outfit. I had all their friendship bracelets from the concert, hers and mine.
My God,
like, everything was like ready to go. I was like, "Should I just wear my full costume that I wore to the concert to your children?"
Your full bedazzled one piece.
Yeah, like I was literally considering. I was like, "Dania, this isn't your party. This isn't your kid. You are not the star of the
not
show.
about you,
It's
Tinkerbell."
Yeah, I know. So I was like, just wear fucking whatever. Like, wear a t-shirt. Nobody cares about you. But I literally had not considered taking a kid. I was just going to go. Or anybody. Like, I invited my lover.
You're like, this is going to be great.
Yeah, like last minute, I was like, oh, do you want to go with me? And he was like, oh my God, you're inviting me. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I have goosebumps right now. It's like, okay, cool. And then Lily was talking about Taylor Swift. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll invite this kid too to the party. So I was like, okay, it'll be cute. And so I kind of had a feeling that she wasn't going to want to go after. She wasn't going to go with me because she's such a homebody. But I was like, Lily, do you want to go with me? There's a Taylor Swift party tomorrow. It
was the next day.
Your age. Yeah. She's like, yes. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And like this and that, like super happy and this. And I was like, I know she's bullshitting me. Like she's just faking it. Dude, so sure enough, the next morning, like I get out of my workout and I like text Audrey, her mom. And she's like, I'm like, is Lily going to want to go with me after all? She's like, call her. She's on her iPad. And so we FaceTime or whatever. And so I FaceTime Lily. And it's literally like her little email that's like linked to her iPad. So it's like calling Liliana Yamel and she'll like call me. And so she like, dude, she just presses like the answer and she's like this on her bed like a fucking teenager. Like she's like,
my God.
I know that I said I was going to go with you to Taylor Swift, but I just said that and I didn't actually want to go. So I don't want to go to a Taylor Swift party. I was like, did her mom tell her I was going to call? Like, and like, are you gonna want to go? She was
fully prepared.
No, she just like knew. She saw me. She's like, oh, she's like, it's like when you know, like you make plans with somebody, and then you're like
this podcast.
Yes, but like we have issues saying no and setting boundaries. Yeah. She had, and like you just want to say like, I actually don't want to do this. Like can we cancel or can we reschedule? Like she just straight up told me like, I know I told you that I wanted to go to a Taylor Swift party with you. But I lied. But I actually didn't want to go and I don't want to go today.
Oh my God.
So I was like, okay, baby. I was like, that's okay. That's totally fine. She's like, it is? I was like, yes.
She's like, I was fully expecting to get told off, but I was prepared to deal with the consequences.
Yes, like she's like, okay. I was like, are you playing Roblox or what? She's like, yeah. Can I get back to it? I was like, bye. Like I don't know what to do as an adult. Like somebody set boundary. Like this 5-year-old set her boundaries.
Yes, dude,
was brutally honest about not wanting to hang out with me. She likes Taylor Swift, but she doesn't want to go to a Taylor Swift party and make friends. And she's busy, so can she get back to what she was doing? So Lily is my idol.
Literally.
Yeah.
We need to be her.
I know. I was very like...
I have since made no improvements with the people pleasing. Today, we're going to talk shit. And I just want to give a disclaimer. These are 100% our personal opinions. There's no need to be sad if you don't agree.
And our 5 viewers. We're like assuming everybody that we're talking shit about.
Dania.
What?
We need to manifest.
We are. I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, like,
to all of our viewers, if you don't agree with us, it's fine. This is just
subs.
This is just to laugh.
I know. So it's just a random subject and topic because we're gonna keep it a little shorter today because
we want to go home and go to sleep. Okay. So today we are giving our wedding hot takes. As a wedding photographer, I've been to a lot of weddings. And Dania has just been to a lot of weddings. This bitch has a lot of girlfriends. And she's been a bridesmaid 700 times.
1,000 times, yeah. Yes, there was one year. It was, I guess, this probably happened to a lot of people. But, or I'm not sure. But I do have a lot of friends. That's not like a brag. I'm exhausted from having so many friends. That's not a...
Don't recommend.
Don't recommend.
Again,
10 times.
The introvert.
I'm a very shy introvert. I have a lot of friends. But anyway, I do have a group of girlfriends in San Antonio that we have talked about. And it was, I think, mostly this group. And then there were some other ones sprinkled in
Some
there.
stragglers.
Some stragglers, some straggly friends. And I was dating someone, so like her friends were getting married too. So I don't know, it was just a lot of weddings, but it was right after.
I was like, her in her lesbian era.
Oh God! Every episode we talk about those. We're just gonna have to
next episode we're gonna have to like deep dive
when
into
we have
that.
nothing to talk about. We're just gonna finally cover
which will be never because we have lots of interesting topics in mind. Okay, go ahead.
So it was right after the pandemic. So everybody's weddings got like, pushed back because of the pandemic. So all of a sudden, everybody's wedding was back on.
Oh yeah.
And I literally went. It was 7 weddings in 1 year, from what I remember. It might have been like 8 or 9, but that I remember. It was 7 weddings.
Dude, I remember you buying like a million dresses.
It was exhausting. It was a lot. I mean, it was like. I am so happy for all of those people, for all of my friends. Like, I'm so happy for them. And like, their weddings were beautiful and incredible. And it was really cool. But like, they're not going to 7 weddings. Like, I went to 7. And I'm sure.
For sure.
Throwing from what I hear. I have never had a wedding. I've never even been close to having a wedding. But I learned a lot just from being a fucking
Okay, so tell me one thing that you will absolutely be doing at your wedding, and then one thing that you are definitely not.
Oh shit, that's hard.
Really?
Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to come back to this as we talk about it.
Okay.
But I do not I know I want a big wedding, but I absolutely do not want to invite like my parents' friends of friends or like friends. Like,
okay.
A big fucking extended family. And like yes, I want a big wedding with all this shit, but I still want it to be intimate, which I have 7,000 friends.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Friends.
Like the thing with you and with like us is that even small is still like at least, I don't know, like 200 people.
Yeah. And I feel like we know those 200
Right,
people.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's
it's
like people you know.
Yeah, but I've always, like for my quinceañera, which is like, again, different because it's more for your parents, but it was like a ton of people that I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't want like my mom to invite her tia, to invite her cousin.
Yeah.
I don't want.
So her mom's tia's cousin, she doesn't like you.
Sorry, but she can't come to my wedding that has not been set and I am not engaged, but you can't come.
Yeah, sorry. Tough shit.
So,
okay, so you want to keep it more like
intimate.
Yeah, okay.
Like still, yes, intimate. And what I'm scared. What's that?
I have no idea.
It sounded like water or like a rat. Is there like a rat or a cat?
I don't know. It like came from the air, right?
Yeah, it's probably like the water from the mini split. Stop! Why would you do that? Mensa! Babosa. Stupid. I'm like freaking waiting for something to pop out.
Dude, it's because there's a fucking giant lizard that lives here.
I'm not scared of the lizard.
No, it's like
I'm scared
huge.
of like...
Okay, moving on. It's your mom's tia's cousin.
Shut the hell up.
She summoned herself.
Okay, so not inviting toda la familia peluche.
Yeah. Which that can quickly happen.
I know. Yes. Like I want to tell my parents, like, again, I'm not planning a wedding, but I'm planning to tell my parents.
You're like, but I'm already fighting with my mom over it.
Yes. In my head, I'm already fighting with my mom. And okay, this is also going to be funny, but like me and Loverboy have been like talking about it because we're dumb and we're like 5 years old and we're like, what about our wedding? And he's just like dead set. He's like, I just want robots. He's like, I just want the giant robots.
Oh my God.
So like, if you asked him that question, he would be like, robots.
That's his absolute.
Like, that's like the non-negotiable.
We had them at our wedding and I didn't want them. But our DJ was like, it's part of the package. Like, are you sure you don't want them? And Gustavo was like, babe, like, it's fine. Like, it's not a big deal. And I was like, okay. And yeah, like, it was fun. It like added to the, to the vibe.
I remember them from Sophie's quinceañera too.
Oh my God,
They
yes.
had the big robots and it was fun. But
It was fun, yeah. But I think that it has to like match the vibe of the crowd too. Because if the crowd is not like hyped up, it's like, what the hell are these robots
My
doing
crowd
here?
better be hyped up.
Your crowd will definitely be hyped up.
They will.
Okay, so your must-have.
Robots. Just kidding. It's not my must-have. I'm like,
I hate you.
I don't know. I haven't like given too much thought to wedding stuff.
Are you like a wedding person that like you, no.
No, I was never, I always like, this is horrible, but like it's horrible for me now because it wasn't until a few years ago, literally, that I was like, maybe I do want to get married. But like literally my whole entire life, I said, I'm not going to get married and I'm not going to have kids. And if and if I do have a kid, I'm going to adopt a kid.
Oh
and I just grew up with that mentality. And like my parents were never like wedding people. My mom was like you go to school and you don't worry about boys, which I still did the boy thing, but I was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like I have school. So then when I finished all of my school, like finished law school and everything, my mom was like, the person I was dating at the time, she's like, so when are you getting married? I was like,
I think I remember having that conversation with you, of you being like, dude, my mom just like sprung this on me.
Yeah, I was like, I've never thought about a wedding. I don't have like a wedding Pinterest
I remember
board.
that.
Like, I'm so confused by her right now. And so it's taken me a lot of years and a lot of therapy to be like, okay, like I do want to get married, but I have like a little party Pinterest board with like all sorts of party stuff and there's wedding stuff in there, but do I know and like I've given it thought only because I've been to so many weddings.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to come back to like my absolute must have. But I guess I will say I do feel like most weddings are the same. Like, I don't know if we can segue into that or if you want to go with it. Well, you already had a wedding.
Yeah, I already had mine, so.
But
I will say, before we get into that, this is all I'm going to say. My wedding was very much like your typical wedding. We got married in a church that we did not attend.
Oh, I remember that.
It was one of Gustavo's really good friends. His dad married us, and he was the sweetest man. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. I wore my mom's wedding dress to the ceremony. I got it like modernized. I wore that to the ceremony, and then I had like a little outfit change. That was like the only cool thing I did, or like slightly different thing I did. I changed into a really slutty dress for my reception.
Your dress was so beautiful. I
loved it.
Pearls in the back.
Yes, it was open back and it had like draped pearls in the back.
It was like in the early-ish Instagram days. So all I have is a blurry photo of me and you hugging. Like, I don't know why. And like it's on my Instagram and I love that picture because you can still see how pretty. Choking. I'm dying now. You can still see how pretty your dress is, but it was so beautiful.
I did love my dress. I'm obsessed with the dress that I wore to the reception. And my mom's dress too was so beautiful. But anyway, so yeah, it was just like ceremony, changed my dress, we went and did pictures, and then we got back to the reception, and then it was just like a slideshow, dinner, speeches, and then lots of dancing and lots of alcohol.
It was good.
And then that was it. But
it was
like
a big wedding.
It was a basic wedding in the sense that everything was very much like traditional. But dude, I had the best freaking time. And like everyone talks about, or not everyone, but some people say
the whole town,
the whole world was talking about it. The whole town square. No, bitch, that's not even what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, so many people say, why do you spend so much money on a wedding if it's just like one day? Like, why don't you put that money towards something else? But we spent a lot of money on our wedding.
I say.
I don't give a fuck. No, like, I have no regrets about the money we spent at our wedding. Like, we had so much fun. Like, we laughed so much.
She had to sell all the furniture in the studio to still pay for that wedding. That's why we're sitting on the floor. But no regrets.
Zero regrets. Like, we had, oh, and then also, this was not traditional, but my parents had the after party at their house, and my husband and I went. And I have no regrets about that. Like,
no,
it's not like we were skedaddling off to go canoodle. Like,
yeah,
bitch, you can do that any day.
Skedaddling and canoodling. What? I love it.
But yeah, so like it was so basic, but I loved it. Like it was the best. And so to that I say, your wedding is also very likely going to be like 99% of everyone else's wedding.
Yeah.
Or 99% of other people's weddings. As a wedding photographer, all weddings are the same.
Yeah.
Like they just are.
You know what's so weird to me? Like, this is such a weird thing, and it's weird because I'm also looking at the exit sign right here. But, like, I hate it, and it, like, brings me back to reality at every wedding. Like, I think weddings are beautiful, and, like, each wedding has its own, like, little personal being. But it brings me back to, like, there's a fucking exit sign. There's a fucking, like, this is just a building. You know what I mean? Like, I hate the ugly doors, the ugly windows, the ugly signs. That it's like you're at a venue, like, and I'm sure that there are, and I've been to like very beautiful and different wedding venues, but I will say my favorite wedding that I didn't feel like that, and like that to me, like that's the wedding I want to have, was when I went to Oaxaca for a wedding, because it was outdoor.
Because that's not traditional.
It's in Mexico.
Yeah.
And like it's just very like. It was just so that I felt like I was in a different, and of course it was still wedding-ish, but not really. It was just so different. Yeah. But for the most part, yeah, like the exit signs and like the things I'm like, you know, because
or the bar,
like you're in like a little ferry.
Oh my god,
like,
restroom.
Yeah.
The restroom signs. Oh god, as a photographer, dude, I'm having to freaking like Photoshop them out of like cute pictures, and it's like restroom with an arrow. Girl, everyone knows the restroom is in a corner. You don't have to put a sign. It's fine.
I do love, like, I think one of my favorite parts of weddings is, like, the ceremony part where, like, the bride comes out, and if it's, like, a more modern wedding, like, the song that they're playing for the girl, like, always make me, cry. I think Gato had that song from Twilight, I've Loved You for 1,000 Years. And whenever they just play the melody, it was like, I'm like, oh my God, like almost every time.
Yes, and like I think that so many times a lot of women, and I will say women because most of the time the men don't give a fuck, but kind of get caught up in all of the small details. And I've been there, done that. Like I get it. But really, truly, like it doesn't even matter at the end of the day. Even if for whatever reason I haven't created like a big relationship with a big relationship. That's not just a relationship. Like, You're right, girl. You're right.
Big relationship.
Every time the bride walks down the aisle, I cry. Every like father-daughter dance, I cry. Like it's still so beautiful. Like even if it's like everyone else, it stresses me out when brides are so focused on trying to make their weddings like different and hip and cool and like, girl, it's a wedding. It's gonna be like every other wedding.
I think I'm gonna be that girl that's trying.
I'm gonna have to tell you off.
I know. Okay, but also I kind of, it's not that I know, but I always think about like the father-daughter dance. Not all the time, but
you're like, I just sit and think.
Yeah, I'm like, that sounded weird. But what I meant to say is like, I want the dances to be different, like, because I think it's kind of boring to like watch the couple,
sit and watch,
just like slow dance. So like, sometimes the girls do like a little cute dance with their dad, but I know like my dad's not gonna learn choreography. No. And he's gonna pick some very emotional songs. So like,
your dad is gonna be a mess.
Yeah, he's gonna be a mess. Like soft, like ugly crying, but like
you know how you normally like you're dancing and then like the dad will like hug you. Like you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to like be patting my dad. Like it's okay, Dad.
The dads will sometimes.
I'm 47 years old, Dad. It's okay to give me away. Fucking. Senior citizen by the time I get married.
She's a geriatric bride, sir.
It's okay. You'll always be my roomie, Dad.
That is so funny.
Best friends.
Yeah, so I think that's my wedding hot take.
Wait, I didn't finish on the dances. The dances are important to me.
Sorry.
So I want like my first dance to be like cutesy, because one of my friends, or my friend and her husband, at their wedding, it was so cute. They did it wasn't anything like complicated, like intense choreography, but they danced Julieta Venegas, sí, Andar Conmigo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it was just like a little routine.
Okay.
And then she like finished and she like sat on his lap. Like,
oh, that's cute.
Like just like a little cutesy thing. And I always remember that. Like, that stood out to me. So I'm gonna make my lover boy learn really intense choreography.
Get ready. Can I be the choreographer?
Oh yeah, we are. We're just gonna shake ass.
Perfect. I cannot wait.
And he used to be a cheerleader, so we're gonna do a liberty. He always talks about doing liberties and shit. So we're just gonna have a whole fucking routine. Yeah.
I love
and
it.
The whole family. Itzel's gonna come out.
Itzel's gonna try to fight me for the choreographer position, but
yeah, there's gonna be
absolutely
pom-poms. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a thing. So yes, the dance for me is a
other than that, I do not care.
I don't care about any of the wedding details. Well, I agree. I think it's hard, like, not to worry about your wedding day, like the little details that you're talking about. I don't know. I feel like it's hard not to.
Oh, okay. Wait. Sorry to interrupt you, but another like thing that, especially as a photographer, triggers me is after, like, once the dancing portion starts, when the bride and groom are never together. Oh my God, that stresses me out.
Because I guess that's the other thing. Like, I want it to be about us.
Yes, dude. And like, not to be Miss Little fucking perfect or whatever, but I remember at my wedding, like, clinging to Gustavo's hand like the whole time. Like, we were together the entire time, and like, he would pull me this way, I would pull him that way. We would go say hi, we would go dance, like, but we were together the entire time. So when like the bride and groom are separate the whole time, I'm like, oh God, please get together so I can take pictures of y'all. Or when they never like dance or participate in what's happening on the dance floor.
Yeah.
That triggers me, honestly. I'm like, can y'all get over here and have fun?
Yeah.
So I can take a damn picture?
No, I feel like all my friends they all shook their ass on the dance floor. I can't remember anybody like not.
Yes, I love that. I love when I recently did a wedding. Oh, you know her, Fran.
Your friend?
No, Bravo.
Oh, yes. I love her.
Dude, their wedding was amazing to photograph. Like, they danced together a whole bunch at the beginning, and then he kind of left because they have a baby, and he was on baby duty, and she was full on like dancing her heart out on the dance floor with all her girlfriends. And I was obsessed, and she was like, ay, esta parece que es mi quinceañera. And she went and grabbed her husband again, and then they like danced together the rest of the night. Like, I was obsessed with that. I love that. So yeah.
I know. I think people like do forget because they're like there for the party and stuff. But yeah, I think it's so cute, like, to see the couples like actually dance. Dude, I've been to so many different weddings. Like, I've seen like so many different things.
Are you like, thinking of like a montage of like all the weddings?
I am, because I'm thinking about like the couples that danced together, the couples that were separate, like all of the things. I've been to like the Oaxaca like design floral wedding with a parade in the street, and then my other friends had like literally like a goth like black and white wedding.
Oh, okay.
And it was fucking freezing. Like, Oaxaca was so hot, and then the other one was like freezing, and they weren't expecting that freeze to come in, and it was like in like a.
I think I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, it was in like San Antonio-ish, like the outskirts, and it was this. I guess it was like a greenhouse type of thing that was like empty. It was like a empty modern chapel thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So pretty, but like freezing, because it was literally just like the little walls, like the chapel kind of thing. And it was so cold. And then like I wasn't in that wedding party, but they had to go outside and take pictures and like and she was like, everyone take off your jackets, like just deal with it, which I would have too. Like,
as a bride I would have, but like, oh my God,
like, everyone freeze for not even for like 20 minutes. I don't care.
We will
But
deal with the
yeah.
hypothermia tomorrow.
Yeah, I've been like to the green, like green Texas, like the chapels. You know, you're like green hall.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another thing that's like,
I love all of those. I wouldn't even know. I'm just so like, I've been to all of them. Like, we're gonna just throw all of the weddings together for my wedding. Like all the things that I liked.
there's going to be 75 different themes.
Yeah. And then I complain a lot, but also I'm happy that like all these weddings made me go to so many different places. Like one of my friends, they had a co-ed like bachelorette party, and they literally got a 3-story cabin in fucking Colorado in the snow.
God.
And it was literally a Pinterest dream. And like you're just always gonna deal with shenanigans regardless. Like we were stuck in the snow at one point, like all this shit, right? But it was like I would have never gone to Colorado in the snow. I would have never, like when we went to Cancun with Leah, like when we just so many different like locations, and it's cool.
Yeah,
I do love that. I feel like we're not talking shit. I feel like we're talking about
that's what I'm trying to think of something.
Weddings.
We went way too positive, but it's because I love, dude.
I love
That's why I
too.
say like I always cry at weddings, and it makes me sad when women overstress about little things because really, at the end of the day, like once you say your vows and you do your photo shoot, then you go to the reception and it's like just dance, have fun, enjoy it. Yeah. It's gonna go by so fast. Don't even worry about all of the little things.
That is what I hear all the time, that it goes by super fast.
Yeah. So I don't know. Hold on, let me think.
What, like, I guess would be would you do anything different from your wedding?
Oh, yes. Okay, so the number one thing that I would do differently is I would get my dress hemmed to flats. Okay. So that I could change to flats way sooner in the night. Like I would have changed to flats like way sooner in the night, and then I don't have to worry about stepping on my dress. Yeah, that is my number one tip. And I didn't do that, so I kept my heels on for so long because my dress was hemmed to my heels, and like my feet were literally killing me, when I finally took off the heels, my toes were fucking cramped. It was awful.
Isn't that funny? Because what I remember too from my quinceañera, because it was a wedding dress and they dyed it pink, but it was like the big princess thing, but it was a corset. And I remember I had bruises on each hip the next day, like bruises like for like a week, because the corset had been, I don't even know like that it was too tight or whatever, but because it's like hardwired or frame. It's just cutting into your body all night long. So I remember being really sore from like my hips right here, like where the corset is, from my freaking quinceañera dress.
Dude, that's wild.
Crazy? What do boys have to deal with?
Nothing. I couldn't even wear like any of that stuff for my wedding because my dress was so low in the back. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if you didn't lose the weight, bitch, too bad.
Just like stuffed in there.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna have like a slutty, sexy dress.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Duh.
So yeah, that's the number one thing I would change. And then
I love that. It's like comfort.
It's like so random, but it's like core memory from that day was how bad my feet hurt. That's like the only thing I would change. When
Elizabeth and Eddie had barbecue, they had Rudy's barbecue.
Oh yes, yeah.
I think that was like the first time I had Rudy's. It's like a core memory. I'm like, that was so good. Like cream corn. But I really loved their wedding too. Yeah. I remember it looked so beautiful. Like you looked out into like the field. And I don't know, I just
and the little chapel where they got married was so cute. Yeah. I love like the ringing of the bell after.
It was a very, very cute venue.
Yeah, it was.
So yeah. So I do think, in my humble opinion, that nobody's fucking asking for, and I've never even been married. But yeah, I think most weddings are the same. Watch the exit signs, watch the restroom signs.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Is your number one advice like, don't stress about the
don't stress. I don't know how. And then
it's also like, it's hard because I feel like you have to go around to every table and thank everybody. And I think that's annoying. Like, like you should just go have fun and party.
We didn't really do that.
I want to thank everybody.
Gustavo and I didn't do that.
I'm like, if I'm a wedding guest, you don't have to come say hi to me.
You really don't.
You don't.
You really
go have
don't.
fun.
It's
You
about,
enjoy
yes,
your party.
you go shake your ass on the dance floor and I'll meet you on the dance floor. No, like most people came up to us for a picture. Oh, okay. That one.
Picture line. I remember that.
The picture line is annoying. It's annoying. I know it is. It takes up like a little chunk of time, but it's, in my opinion, so worth it.
Yeah.
Because you get to say hi to everyone. You get to take a picture with everyone. And like after the wedding, it's once you get your pictures, you're looking at them. And as you're seeing the families, you can send each family the picture with like a quick little thank you note. Like you don't have to write out thank you notes anymore.
Like a lot of work.
It is. You just send them the family picture. Thank you so much for coming. Love to see you. And like, it just makes it so easy.
I think like, I don't know that all weddings do that. I feel like that's a very Mexican.
Oh, it definitely is.
Tradition.
Oh yeah, it is.
Because I remember seeing my parents like wedding, like la foto de la boda, like at whoever's wedding.
And the way I do it, like as a photographer, is one full body, one zoomed in. If you close your eyes, too bad. Like one of those is gonna have your eyes open. So I just try to go as quickly as possible because I know the bride and groom want to like go do other stuff. But I do always encourage it.
Yeah.
The picture line. That's such a Mexican thing to do.
It is a Mexican thing.
But it's practical. It really is.
I'm really fighting with my mom in my head again. Like, I don't want to do this stuff. Like, I just want to party. Oh, okay. What do you think about people eloping? Has anyone ever eloped and you like photographed them?
No. Well, like I've done just like what is it?
Did you know
like
there's
courthouse
wedding packages?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't know anything about it.
They're so cute, dude. Some of them are beautiful. Like,
what is it? How does it work? Explain it to the audience and me because we don't.
So you get your a photographer and the person that's gonna marry you.
Like the husband?
And the husband. You need a husband. You need a husband to do this, okay? And you literally just pick a spot and you go and it's just you and your husband, the person marrying you, and your photographer. Some people will take like one or two people. Like once you start adding like, okay, well, we'll take my parents and his parents and my siblings and like, okay, that's not an elopement anymore.
Yeah.
It's literally just, and so you just pick, some people pick badass locations, dude, where you have to like hike to get there.
Oh shit.
And then once they're up there, they'll set up like those little pop-up pods and the bride will change and the groom will change. And it's so cute.
I saw, one of my friends from law school, I haven't spoken to her in a long time, but I remember seeing like her wedding photos, and I don't know if it was her actual wedding or what, I don't know, but they're like her and her husband are like in full like wedding dress, like wedding attire, in the middle of these freaking mountains. Like, in Italy, like just like it's like nobody's around, like not a soul to be. I don't know who's taking the pictures. There's got to be a fucking drone. I don't know.
An angel?
But an angel just came down and took their wedding photos because it literally looks like a fucking documentary. Like I'm like,
that is so cool.
It's really fucking cool. I need a husband real bad.
See, but like I love that idea.
I go up there by myself.
But like I could never do that. Yeah. Like I want all of my ralea there.
I know.
Like Perla, my oldest sister, got married in Hawaii, and it was literally just my parents, my other sister, and her husband. And it was so beautiful.
I know. I wish
like it was so beautiful. The luau after was amazing. We stayed in a beautiful resort. Like everything was perfect. And she does not regret her decision at all.
I think the best part of that wedding was that you met Ice-T and Coco, right?
I did meet Ice-T and Coco on that vacation.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
We met them at a waterfall.
I'm like, sorry, Perla.
This definitely topped your wedding.
My core memory of me not being there is seeing you climbing
and being so jealous
or something. Yeah, with Coco.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
At YMA Valley. And they were shooting the reality show. We were literally just there, like doggy paddling in the waterfall. And then all of these cameras just start coming. And we're like, are you here to discover me?
I feel like you had the same exact hair too as you did. Like,
Literally,
I feel like you look
like
exactly
right.
the same.
Do you really?
I really do.
Oh my god, I was 18 then. So
Yeah. Wow.
thank you for that. But anyway, yeah, she doesn't regret her decision at all. Like she loved that was her wedding, but I couldn't. I needed everyone there.
Yeah.
I'm such an attention whore. Like I needed more
me
than
too.
3 people
Dude,
cheering
I
me.
am tinker. I will literally die if I don't get all the attention. Oh my god, I don't know.
But like it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the pictures. Okay, can I give you a suggestion, like an idea?
Okay.
Okay.
For my non-existent wedding.
For your
planning?
non-existent wedding, are you planning on getting married like in a church, like through a church by like a religious minister?
Never thought about that.
Oh,
Probably just because I'm a born again Christian.
we're getting canceled.
No, we're not. Okay, I love Jesus, so I can say stuff like that. But
My mom is gonna punch me.
I want to have like a
Religious.
but no, but like I can't like do it like the Catholic thing.
No, I don't mean Catholic. Just like in a Christian church. Like the way
maybe
I did it
not.
was just like a non-denominational Christian church.
I'd probably do like a non-denominational ceremony, but I would want like for them to talk about God.
Yeah. No, but what I mean is like, do you want it in a church?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I'd like how.
Okay, well, whatever. None of this matters.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
You could
I'm like,
do.
no, we're planning every detail of my wedding.
You could
right
do.
now.
I love how we were supposed to be hating on weddings.
I know.
And we're like,
Always
we
planning
love
fucking
weddings.
wedding. Oh my
No,
God.
you could do like your civil ceremony, like eloped,
Okay.
like totally not even close to your
Oh.
wedding day, just like any day. So like where you're legally married for tax purposes.
Okay.
And then you
I
can
love
come
taxes.
back.
Love tax purposes.
You can come back and then, a few months later or whatever, do the formal
party.
religious ceremony.
Oh, that's
So like you'll be married under the law, and then you'll be married like under God.
trying not to laugh at that. Under God.
Indivisible.
For one and all. I don't know the Texas pledge or the Pledge of Allegiance anymore.
Me either.
Period.
Period.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, isn't that a good idea? So you can get like the best of both worlds.
Okay. Ideas.
Yeah. So anyway, we love weddings.
Turns out we love weddings.
I do. I love weddings. I love photographing weddings. I cry every single time.
But I just want it to be like
Different.
no, I want to enjoy it.
Okay, yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's my pet peeve is when you don't enjoy your wedding day because you're so stressed about the little things.
Yeah. When it's my wedding day, I'm just gonna be like to everybody.
Yes, literally. I remember on my wedding day, we were getting dressed, and Itzel, my sister, she comes up to me. She's like, "Your dog peed on my dress."
Oh my god.
And
on
I'm
your
like,
wedding day?
On my wedding day, it peed on her bridesmaid's dress. And I'm like, do you want me to wash it for you? Like, what do you want me to do about it?
You know what's funny? Like that my friends like in San Antonio are like white, like a lot of them are white girls, and it's like very like traditional like white family stuff. And I have noticed that whenever I'm a bridesmaid and like in their parties and stuff, it's like, don't bother the bride. Like, don't tell her anything. Like, everything's fine. Like, let her be happy and like this and that. Like, just don't tell Tatiana or don't tell like Jen or Stephanie. Like, everything's fine. Like, just fix it. And like Mexicans are like,
your dog peed on my dress.
yeah,
like,
they don't give a fuck that it's your
girl,
day.
go wash it. Like, what do you want me to do about it? And Frances always like laughs at that. She's like, and then you were like, what do you want me to do about it?
You're like, it's my wedding day.
It's literally my wedding day. Like, why was it on the floor? That's literally what I told her.
I wake up in bubbles and rainbows and sunshine
Yeah.
on my wedding day, and I don't give a fuck what my dog. I don't care if I shit on your dress.
Go.
Okay, so hot take. This is actually me finally talking shit about the weddings. I do not think that a wedding should be the most important day of a woman's life, and I've had a pet peeve about that my entire life, like since I was a little girl, because all you see in the movies is a wedding is the most important day. It's the best day of a girl's life.
The best day.
The best day. And I would always think like, why? Like, why do I need a man here? Like, and it wasn't just about a man. It was just like, why is a wedding? I guess I didn't
What's
understand.
special about a wedding?
Yeah.
Like, it's special, yes, but like, it's not that hard to do. It's not some great accomplishment. That's me talking shit.
Yeah.
Getting married is not some grand accomplishment.
Yeah.
Anyone can get married.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
really.
And I think like that's not to say marriage is not beautiful and like sacred, but I think especially nowadays, like people get married like, left and right, and it's just like the way.
And there's
that we
so many
celebrate
other days that are going to be equally amazing as your wedding day.
Yeah, and I think I dislike the emphasis of like when we celebrate women, it's a lot of like baby showers and weddings and like stuff like that, as opposed to like graduations or new jobs, or like we don't celebrate graduations to that extent. And I want to wear a big fucking white dress for my graduation and shit. So I think that women are celebrated a lot as wives and mothers as opposed to other accomplishments. And so that's my annoyance.
I agree. Yeah, and I think honestly that's why so many women stress so much on their wedding day, because as a society we're like, this is the best day. It has to be perfect. Like, this is it. This is the highlight of your life. It's going to be the best day ever. Better be perfect. And it's like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. There's going to be so many other amazing days. Yes, your wedding day will probably be your most expensive day. And I'm not saying like, oh, it's not, don't make it special, don't make it fun, or don't make the most of it. Yes, do all those things, but also remember, there will be other amazing days in your life.
I love that.
Yes.
I can't wait to have a big party for myself.
For absolutely no reason.
Fucking reason.
For having a business.
For buying a house, for moving out. Finally.
Yes. For renovating my studio, even though we still hear a rat.
I should buy a big ass white expensive dress for that.
I should. I'm going to have a party for real.
Yeah.
Like here. Like once I have it all set up, I'm going to do like a little grand opening. We can eat hors d'oeuvres and cutesy drinks.
I'm going to wear a wedding dress to your party. To your studio party.
I'll allow it. Okay.
So that was today's fun random topic. But let us know what your thoughts are. If you didn't like our opinions, let us know what you think about weddings. And what you would change about your wedding.
What was your favorite or least favorite part of your wedding day?
Yeah, just girly pop wedding stuff.
So. Yes. All right. Thanks, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.
Bye.